Hi! How is everyone's new moon in Scorpio? Mine absolutely felt like a full moon. That was kind of crazy. But here we are. Dreams have been weird. I chalk that up to what the moon is doing with Neptune right now. Also what Mercury retrograde and Jupiter are doing with Neptune. There's a lot going on in water signs right now, y'all. Like, a lot. Venus is about to join Mercury retrograde, and add to this like magic mixture we have going on with Jupiter and Saturn and Neptune. Uranus is back in Taurus. We're in Sagittarius season now, which I absolutely love Sagittarius season. As a Sag moon myself, and we have Mars in Sag. We have a lot in Sag right now, actually. Moon also has been in Sag for the last couple days, like basically ever since right after the new moon. So let me know how it's showing up for y'all. Where do you have Scorpio? Where do you have Sag? If you want a reading, I'm doing those right now on live. Book through the bio link. But yeah, I was just looking ahead at 2026 a little bit more because I plan to do a YouTube video for all 12 signs of 2026 and like general themes and overviews of the year ahead. I'm really excited about 2026, but I also think it's gonna be a time of a lot of change. And I just realized I didn't take the tag off the sweater. That's great. Hi, Margarita. Hi. Yeah, so we're gonna see a lot of change in 2026, but we're also gonna see a lot of new beginnings. I feel like a lot of people starting new things, a lot of just, it's a 1 year in numerology. I have a class in my membership on the numerology of the years and how to use it with astrology as well. But you basically just add up all the numbers of the year and condense it down to one number, and that is the energy. Something just like made a sound. What was that? That is the energy of the year that we're in, or the year that you're wanting to understand what overall energy it has. So this year has been a 9 year because 2025 adds up to 9, and 9 is the number of, it's ruled by Mars. It's also the number of healing, of endings. We've been in big closing of karmic cycles as well. And then with a 1 year, we begin, it's kind of like a new start, fresh start. I need a reading. Yes, book through my bio and then let me know once you do so I can refresh and get your information to pull up your chart. What else? We have the nodes shifting next year, so that's pretty big energy. We have Jupiter is going to move into Leo in the summer. We have a Saturn retrograde in Aries for the first time next year in 2026, so that's going to be interesting as well. There's a lot going on next year. I mean, there's always a lot going on, but I think all of that combined with the fact that it's a 1 year, we haven't had a 1 year in 9 years. I think, what was the last 1 year? Was it 9 year, 2017? No, because that was a 2017. Yeah, 2017 was a 1 year. That was the last time that the numerology of the year was a 1. So 2026 is going to give similar energy to 2017. I wouldn't say it's exactly the same because so much is going to be different, but there will be those general themes of like new beginnings, fresh starts. I actually chose to leave customer service jobs and start my own business back in 2017. That was like my first step into kind of entrepreneurship and content creation. And I had a completely different business back then than I do now with astrology and human design. Like I was doing fitness, I was doing health and nutrition, but yeah, that's when I started it. So 2026 is going to be the year of starting new things. I've seen a couple other people make videos about this too, but I've known this for a while. If you haven't seen those videos, 2026 is going to be a year of starting things, new beginnings and new chapters. So you can also add that to whatever your life path number is, and then get like how it's going to show up for you even more. It said there was a astrology readings asked for insights. Wait, can y'all see the AI? Why is there an AI in the chat now? Want to go live together? What do you want to talk about? What do you want to talk about? I've only done that with somebody one other time, and I think we had to both go live separately, and then it's been a while since I did that. Okay, let's do it. We'll just talk what we usually talk about. True. Oh, you just paid for a reading? Yay! Okay. Would you want to do readings, April? Readings. Yes. Okay. Okay, Anna, I'm pulling up your information. Pulling up your information. Greetings, seeds and spaces. Wait, April texted me because I don't know how to do that eventually. I forgot. Okay, 2 p.m. No, not a.m. 2 p.m. Gardenia, California. Okay, Anna, are you a Libra rising? And in terms of love, okay, yay. I'm a Libra rising too. I love it. In terms of love, are you currently single, looking for somebody? What's going on with that? Invites you to co-host. Oh!
Yes!
Hello.
Oh, this is fun. Okay.
This is fun.
Oh my god. How are you doing?
Good.
Fuck yeah.
Excited to be here.
Me too. Oh my god.
I'm doing a reading for Anna.
Cool beans.
About love. You have your own comments, right? And then I have my own comments. Can you see?
I think I just see my comments. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So Anna is looking basically single. Situationship basically means you're single. Girl, leave the situationship. Because Libra risings, I think Sagittarius risings and Libra risings are going to be the ones that are, because of Saturn moving into Aries next year, like the most, I would say, space or opportunity potential for meeting somebody. So if you're like got this on and off thing going on, that's not fully what you want, it's gonna like clog up your energy, right? So it feels like right now the focus is really on you, and maybe even like I don't want to say manifesting, but putting your focus on what you want from your next partner, because there is a lot of potential for you to meet that person come like the spring of next year. That's what I'm getting, Anna.
Do you want me to read Anna too?
If you want, yeah.
Oh my god, one second.
You want to tune in?
Yeah.
Such a nurturing person.
You what?
Oh, I'm just saying Anna's a very nurturing person.
Well, I think I'm feeding off of you, Kelsey, because I'm in your energy too. But it feels like Anna's like stepping into her boss bitch phase a little bit. Like she's coming into more autonomy and what are my wants and needs versus what are other people's wants and needs, because when she's taking care of herself, she ends up attracting a different type of partner. So it is really important for her to get rid of her situationship because
set those boundaries, girl.
Old school, like that's her old energy, and she's coming into something very different. So yeah, I'm just seconding what you said.
Yeah, no, for sure. For context, y'all too, April's an amazing Akashic reader, intuitive teacher, and medium. So.
And Kelsey's a badass astrology, science. Like you're just like a science intuitive brain. I call her. I think I used to call you Einstein all the time. You have the Einstein intuitive brain.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just mirroring that to Anna, I think it's so important for you to really like put that nurturance and that care that you have for other people into yourself, because this person is not respecting that part of you, and you are stepping into a version of yourself that like needs to have people around you that respect that about you and reciprocate the energy.
Amen. Can I get a amen?
Snaps. Yeah. I also feel like there's something you want to write, maybe a book or something, Anna. I don't know. But yeah, relationships are your lesson. So the more you just like really trust your discernment and are like, yeah, this person isn't doing what I need in the way that I need it, and I have to let them go, and that will create space for the right person to come in. Beautiful. Never thought of that. Yeah. It'll come when it needs to come. When it's gonna come, it'll come.
There's a lot of people in here. Hi, guys. Fine.
Definitely a lot of wounds, yeah.
I wish our chat, like, came together.
I know, it's kind of weird that it's, like, separate.
Maybe there's a feature.
April, Anna also has Chiron and Gemini.
Oof. I have a feeling. I have a feeling.
Yeah, she said death healing a lot of wounds.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, eventually it tends to wear itself out. And then you just stop caring.
Yeah.
What's up, Jason? What's up, guys? Welcome.
Chiron and Gemini.
Dude, do we want to talk a little bit? Are you done with your reading?
Yeah. You're so welcome, Anna.
We want to talk a little bit about what we've been both getting, about what's coming in and what we're all experiencing.
Which part?
Let's see. I would say let's talk a little bit about why people feel like there's struggles. Why are there so many distractions, struggles, and kind of like non-direction feeling, and why it's all happening and what we're stepping into.
Okay, yeah.
You want me to hold on 1 second? I know you way too well, Kelsey. What would be your highest excitement?
What's in my highest excitement? Around that?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I feel like people right now, there's like this kind of, I don't want to use the word portal, but that's the best way I can describe it. There's like this transitional energy from the old cycles. And like I was just talking about this before you came on, April, was that we are in a 9-year in numerology, and 9 is all about endings and like karmic cycles closing out so that we can clear everything before we step into the new chapter, which is 2026. Like 2026 is a 1 year. So we're going to be, it's like 2017 kind of energy. We're going to be starting new things, having new beginnings, like embarking on new journeys and new chapters of life. And we're still kind of like, especially now that we're in like coming up on the winter solstice, we're in this time period of going within to see what else needs cleared from these karmic cycles that haven't been serving us, but maybe have been like underneath everything, and they're coming up so we can see them to really release them before we step into the new.
Yeah, like a pimple.
Like a pimple.
Like a pimple, like a volcano. Yeah, yeah. I feel that very deeply, and the other interesting side of it that I've been experiencing is there's that heavier side that people are expressing and evoking, and you kind of feel it on the social medias, you feel it in the ethers, and you feel it on the TVs. But the quiet, like there's a really powerful, peaceful, quiet, intentional thing that's like it's not speaking, it's not fully communicating. And there's just as much as this very positive, powerful energy that equal to the kind of like heavier, antagonistic stuff that's happening too. So there's in kind of like what I've been reading is there's no imbalance here. Like whatever we experience that feels like a challenge or it feels out of alignment, there's the opposite that's always happening. And just because it's quieter doesn't mean it's not happening. So there's a lot of spiritual awakenings that are happening behind the scenes. Some people it's not fully conscious or comprehensible, but for some people they have to have that kind of like loud, boisterous reactivity to get that thing out. So then that quiet, humble, loving side tends to emerge. Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally. I feel like it's what I've been seeing of your content where you're talking about like loving the triggers, and I feel like all of those triggers are really coming up right now in big ways so that we kind of handle them differently and we change the way that we relate to them
Yeah.
so that we're not swept up by them, and then there's no space for that like intentional part of us that's more quiet to emerge.
Totally. Totally. Totally.
Cuts my guts.
Yeah. Well, I think what was it? I guess I'm gonna do some lives now. You inspired me. I'm gonna do my own live. You know,
Okay.
keep doing your own thing. I just want to come say hey and hang out. Really.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, feels good. Feels good to see you. Feels good to hang.
Likewise.
All right. Well, enjoy your lives, guys. Get readings. She's incredible. She's incredible. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Love you.
Love you. Bye.
Do this. Get me out of here. How do you
I
do
don't
that?
know. Do we have to start new lives?
I don't know. Let me see if I can get out. Pause live? I'll just get out. Have fun, friend.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. Okay. Are we still live, you guys? Are we still live? Let me know. Yeah, so I feel like we're all really in this cocoon. It's kind of weird it just being me again. But I really feel like we're all in this cocoon right now. Like just really going within the depths of ourselves and having the space to be able to do that in order to emerge greater and clearing up old cycles, old patterns within relationships, old patterns within work, within money, within jobs, within family. And really, I feel like this is just like a great purging. A great purging is happening right now, and it's not always comfortable, it's not always easy, but we are learning how to kind of like I was saying with April, like really treat ourselves differently through it and give ourselves more grace through these times than we would have before. It's saying comments were filtered out, but I don't even see any. So yeah, I feel like that's the current energy, and I've been talking about this a lot, is we have the Jupiter Chiron square happening until around February too. I mean, it's gonna ease up well, it'll ease up in like the first week of February, but Chiron square Jupiter is happening for such a long time because both are in their different kind of retrograde cycles and their retrospective retrograde cycles. And Chiron is going to be going direct soon, whereas Jupiter is going to be going retrograde soon. So they're going to, we've already had the peak. It was at I think it was the middle of October. We had Jupiter exactly square Chiron. And it is kind of on its way out right now, but it's still happening. And we're going to have it peak again because Chiron's about to go direct and then Jupiter will go retrograde. So it will peak again right before Christmas on December 20th. And then we'll have it really until like the first week of February. And Jupiter squaring Chiron is one, a very rare transit because of the signs that it's in, and it's really creating this challenge and this conflict between how we need to expand, especially in terms of like how we want to support and nurture ourselves and take care of ourselves in greater ways, and really kind of like reparent ourselves in ways that we need as well, like the inner parts of ourselves, and then what wounds are coming up around and challenging that about like that are challenging this old version of ourselves that didn't know how to do that or couldn't do that, or does that make sense? It's like we want to expand in a certain way, but also we're being challenged by the wounds and the triggers that we have to face in order to have that expansion. So it's kind of like this conundrum, this conflicting energy where we want to expand and do all these new things in certain ways. I think Jupiter's already retrograde. Jupiter is definitely already retrograde. So there's like this conflicting energy about what we're learning about ourselves that we want to expand into and create more abundance around in whatever way that is or looks like for you. And the wounds and triggers that are coming up conflicting that or challenging that expansion around our identity and an old version of ourselves. Are you doing readings? Yes. Link is in bio. Link is in bio. I've really been, the way I have been navigating this energy lately is by really being on my practices. Like whenever I get up, I don't look at my phone for like an hour. I don't look at my phone until after I've done my practices. And my practices are yin yoga and meditation. And I also do some like affirmation work and stuff like that. And I don't allow myself to like go into the real world until after I have done like me time. So that's how I'm navigating all of this. And then whenever there is a trigger or something that comes up that's frustrating me, I'm like, I just hug it. Like energetically, I hug it and I love it. So that's how this is showing up for me and how I'm navigating it. Is the list long? I don't think I have anyone right now. No, I don't have anyone. So you would be first, unless someone else is also booking and beats you to it at this exact moment. Libra, Pisces, Scorpio here, and I'm feeling heaviness today bad. Yeah, the sun, or not the sun. Well, the sun just moved into Sagittarius, so I guess that's kind of relevant. But the moon is challenging Neptune and Pisces and Saturn and Pisces. So today is kind of a heavy day. I don't know what that was. The link I just posted. Oh, I don't see anything. Maybe it filtered it out. But yeah, I am taking readings. If you want a reading of your chart, the link is in my bio for that. And yeah, we have the sun, or I keep wanting to say the sun. Why do I keep wanting to say the sun today? The sun is at Sagittarius, but nothing's really happening with it. The moon is moving into Capricorn later today. It's going to be void of course for a little bit, in about like 40 minutes. And then it will move into Capricorn, and I think do y'all watch my updates that I give every Sunday? Because I do horoscopes on my YouTube and give an update for the week ahead of the transits for the week ahead. And I remember saying that like we would get a lot of revelations, and then once the moon moved into Capricorn today, we would be like implementing them and organizing stuff and structuring stuff and putting these things into place that we are like kind of that have been coming up all week, because this new moon we just had in Scorpio was really intense. Like it was really the energy of a full moon. It was really intense. And so we're still kind of like integrating everything from that. Just feeling so unmotivated. That's fine. Like embrace it. I did absolutely nothing the past 2 days and it was so glorious. Like, I'm so thankful for that time. And I think in our culture, we're so conditioned to believe that if we're not productive or we're not doing stuff every day, if we ever feel down, we're bad or we're wrong or whatever. No, we need periods of rest, especially right now when we're heading into the winter solstice. Like, allow that space, allow that time for yourself to decompress and not do anything. Like, it's needed. We're cyclical creatures, especially as women, and we have to honor our cycles. We have to honor our cycles. I have to give myself more grace. Yes. Yeah, so the moon is going to lift up from Neptune and Saturn later today. And then we're going to have it be moving through Capricorn. It will be opposite Jupiter, I think Monday or Tuesday. I really think we're just in this cocoon right now. And I think it's just important to embrace like any heaviness we're feeling and really go within it and be like, what is coming up for me around this? Or what is this? And really just loving all of it. Like, it's all necessary. It all serves a purpose. How's Montana? I'm actually in North Carolina right now. Bozeman is your Venus line? Oh my god, I love Bozeman. I love Bozeman. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be moving there. But I really love Montana a lot. Maybe eventually, but I don't know. I think Bozeman is just, I see it changing in the ways that I saw Colorado change, and I like, that's why I left Colorado. So that kind of, it kind of worries me what's happening to Montana. So I probably won't be moving there. Pisces, Sun, Cancer, Rising, Cat Moon. Ooh, fun. Okay, let me refresh the reading list and check. Okay, we have Yos. Is it Yos? And then Danielle is next. So let me put up your chart. That's me. Okay, cool. No, it's not about politics. It's about the development of the town itself. Like, Bozeman has really kind of, I think a lot of people from New York are going to be moving there, and it's just changing a lot. And I see, like, I was in Boulder, Colorado, and tech has just taken over there and completely changed the place. And what they're implementing with new technology and things and AI and stuff, I just really don't love. And I think it's making people sick. And so that's what I see happening in Bozeman, unfortunately. But, okay. Yos, let me pull up your charts. Okay. Are you a Leo rising? Leo rising. Oh, it's funny. You have your North Node in the 7th house, and so did the person that got a reading from me earlier on here. They also had their North Node in the 7th house. And that means that relationships are like a big focal point of your life, and it's a big part of your destiny to be nurturing relationships with the right people and really be discerning over who is around you, because that's a big part of your path, is having the right people around you. Yes, ma'am. Okay, cool. Where is he at? You have to go to places where the kind of guy you want would be. Which I think would be like coffee shops or bookstores or I feel like you're just gonna like run into this person. Let's let's see, fifth house. Yeah, you need to get out of your house like right now because Mars and the sun, well, the sun just moved into your area of dating. Mars has been in your area of dating for 2 weeks maybe now. So there's a lot of momentum. I mean, the sun is your chart ruler, so it's really important for you when the sun moves through your area of dating. So like right now, Sagittarius season, be putting yourself out there, going places, talking to people, going to events. You might even meet this person like at an event for something like whatever you're interested in. Finding an event to go to related to it. Let's see, Saturn and Uranus. Uranus is, if you don't meet them like this winter, because also there's another potential like from now until the end of December, and then there's another potential from like during Aquarius season. So that would be end of January to like end of February. There's another potential for you to meet somebody. And it's gonna be like you're gonna meet them doing something that's fun for you. You probably wouldn't even think that you could meet somebody there. It's like you're doing it because you love to do it or you're interested in that thing or whatever it is. And you're just gonna like serendipitously meet or run into somebody or start talking to somebody and like meet them through that person or something. If you don't meet them by February, if you don't meet somebody of interest by February, then there's definitely another potential, I would say May and into the summer. And honestly, I've been looking ahead at 2026, and April and May look really good for like everyone who's single and wants to meet somebody because of where Saturn is going to be in Aries. And then there's something else. Oh yeah, Saturn. I think both Saturn and Mars will be in Aries. Yeah, definitely. If you don't meet them by February, the end of February, you'll definitely meet them the upcoming summer, because also Jupiter is going to be moving into your first house. It's your Jupiter return, which rules your fifth house of dating. So there's another potential in the summer as well. That's why I'm always home. Girl, leave your house. Haven't found them yet. Yeah, you gotta leave your house. You gotta go to events. Like, look up events in your area. Maybe related to astrology or tarot, like whatever you're into. Like, don't overthink it. There's interests that you have, and just start going to places where people are doing those things or teaching those things or whatever. Gotta leave your house. He's not gonna bust through your roof. He's very intuitive and might be like considered sensitive for a man. Yeah. Have you gotten a soulmate report from my link in bio? You're in healthcare? I'm interested in money. Someone gonna find you in your living room. Okay, if you get a soulmate report from my bio, it will like literally breaks all of this down for like what he'll be like, and what you need in a partnership to like feel secure and to feel like loved, because your Venus is in Leo, so you need someone who's like attentive towards you. Like the soulmate report will break it down more in depth, like it's a PDF. But the basics are like you need someone who can support you. You also need someone who's like stable with money. Maybe they're like really career driven. It's giving like they might come off as a more feminine man, but they're like, in terms of like masculinity, they have it. It just doesn't present that way. Does that make sense? They could work in like healthcare or something like that. But I just feel like in general more so they're gonna be like someone who really is supportive of you, because you need that in love. Oh, you're going to school for a nursing program. Okay, cool. Yeah, you're reevaluating your career right now. I can see that in your chart. Yeah, I feel like whatever you want to do, they're going to be supportive of, but I also feel like they might want to be like help you financially and provide for you kind of thing too. So that's what I'm getting, but you gotta leave your house. Yes, I need my bills paid while in school. He got kids? I don't know. I'm not a fortune teller. I just see general themes and energy. But yeah, he'll be very deep and very supportive. So hold out for someone like that. No narcissists, no gaslighters, no smooth talkers. That's all for you, girl. Let me come back and let me know how everything goes. Healed my daddy issues. Hell yeah. Yo, ready? Let's go. I'm so excited for you. Okay, Danielle. Danielle, who is next in line for reading. I am pulling up your chart. $11/11. Happy belated birthday. I met someone new like a few weeks ago, and I was like, what's your birthday? And they were like 11/11/69. And I was like, is that a joke? And they were like, no. And I was like, it sounds like a joke. Like, how is that your birthday? That's crazy. Awesome. Okay, cool. I'm just getting your chart pulled up. And 444, that's like crazy. Wait, is that Michigan? Is MI Michigan? Let me just type it. Yes, it is. There's so many M states. Okay. Are you a Libra rising? No joke. Yes, Michigan. Yeah, that's crazy birth information. Yay! I'm a Libra rising too. Okay. That is so much Scorpio. General reading. Okay, in the transits. What's going on with your money? What's going on with work? That's a ton of Scorpio. In your second house. Are you an investor or like a... Ooh, and what is changing about your like routine or your day-to-day or your like something is changing about maybe your mindset. Like a lot of wounds are coming up around how you view life and doing a lot of mindset work to shift stuff. Wow, your voice got serious. Yeah, because, well, you have Mars moving over your Mercury, Uranus, and opposite your Chiron right now. So it's activating like your wounds and triggers. Why does it keep filtering comments? Midlife crisis transformed. Oh yeah, because you're going to have your Uranus return in the next couple years. That's like the midlife crisis transit. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, I mean, what was going on with the new moon for you? Because it was right on your Saturn. Are you changing where you live? It feels like there's a lot changing about your life. Like you might want to move all of a sudden and you're going to have to change like your routine because of that. It's going to be like a lot of upheaval, but it's something you feel like you have to do. I mean, I feel like a lot of Libra risings are going to be moving or finding more permanent, better home in January. Thinking about it, yeah. Oh, yes. Yeah, go to my link in bio and I think it says learn your soulmate or learn your life partner. I am doing readings, link in bio. Thinking of moving and quitting my job. Yeah, that tracks. That really tracks. Yeah. it kind of feels like if you don't like it's almost like this is a very intuitive knowing that you're picking up on around the career situation. Um and it almost feels like if you didn't leave, you would be forced to. So it's kind of like make your moves to have whatever you need, like maybe cushion if you're starting a business or you're moving into something else. And there's not the opportunity to do that right away. It's almost like, and even, I mean, not that you have to like quit your job all of a sudden, but like trust your intuition around that. Cause I do feel like you're someone who needs a little bit of security, like a cushion. So it's like, uh, why can't I think of words right now? It's put the plan in place or like have some sort of course of action to make that move in a way that's going to feel secure and grounded for you. Yeah. Yeah. I also think, I mean, your north node's in the eighth house, and we have opposite nodes. So my north node is in Scorpio in the second house, and your north node's in Taurus in the eighth house, the opposite. Literally the opposite. And so I feel like you're here, your destiny is you're meant to kind of have sustainable, stable wealth through investments and through maybe helping people with money or helping people with investments or something like that, managing money in some sort of way. And if you're not already doing something like that, you're called to move into it in a way that's more supportive for you, and supports where you're headed, even though it's a little bit uncomfortable or unfamiliar. I moved a ton over the years. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. I feel like Libra risings with Pluto and Capricorn, like we were moving all the time. That was my life the last 15 years. Yeah, not doing that now. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's like you diversify your you might have to really invest in education in some sort of way, whether that's YouTube or something, like putting a lot of focus on, okay, how do I learn this skill to be able to do this? Like if it's real estate you want to invest in, and like there's so many creative ways to do real estate that people don't know about, because we're all taught like, oh, you have to have a down payment and you have to go to a bank and blah 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 and have a 30 or more, like, but there's so many other ways to do real estate. So it's kind of like that. It's like look into it and start maybe even talking with AI of like, is there any other creative ways to do that? Like real estate, for example, I know seller financing is going to be huge. Seller financing is going to be the future way to sell and buy houses. But right now it's still kind of niche and not a lot of people know about it because it's not the traditional way. So that's your energy too, is like finding these things about investing or whatever that aren't traditional, that are innovative, that are what people are going to be wanting and needing moving forward, because our economy, let's be honest, is about to hit the shitter. So it's like, what are people going to need? What are they going to want? And it's like you stepping into that ahead of everybody else so that you're at the forefront of it, because you have Jupiter in Aquarius. Like you're meant to kind of be at the forefront of these trends and things. So you might just have to research. That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting. I do feel like there will be something that happens with a job change for you, or maybe like more solidification of this direction you're headed, Danielle, around the spring. Because it's like you're planting the seeds now, and then it like comes to fruition in like April or May. Well, we will see what happens. Yes. My spring semester ends in May. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think you're meant to follow a traditional path. So, yeah. How is love looking for Libra risings in December? I wouldn't focus on love till next spring. But yeah, let me come back and let me know how things go, Danielle. Come back and let me know. Okay, Mindy is next for a reading. Mindy. Mindy. Thanks, it's actually feeling not quite as intense as it has been. Yay! Yeah, that's good. I do feel things are getting lighter and things are getting easier. And yeah, just really listen to and trust your intuition, even if it seems like that's crazy or that's not what I've been told or that's not what I know. It knows the future. And our minds only know what we have picked up knowledge from and around. But your intuition knows everything. So trust the intuition. The mind doesn't know shit. Mindy, are you here? Are you here? So many North Node and the 7th house people today. I feel like there's always a theme on my lives of like people having the same placements. You're here. Okay, yay! So you asked about next 6 months, money, career. Okay. I definitely think you're reevaluating right now a change to your career, and there's something maybe you realized you need to make it like over the summer and up until like this month. There were changes to your career that you're like, okay, I have to step more into this, or I have to learn more about this in order to move in the direction I want. And now you're reevaluating that. I think, as you being a Capricorn and having all that you have in Capricorn, there has to be kind of a plan, or there has to be like stability to how you change things in your life. So there has to be like, okay, week 1 I'm going to do this, or week 2 I'm going to do that, and like really kind of nailing it down. Like, what is the end goal that you want for your career? Because it's going through a major change right now, and it will be in 2026. Like, you're reevaluating what you want to do right now. There's time for introspection on like what exactly needs to change and what that's going to look like for you moving forward, so that you make those you take the steps to make those changes come 2026. And so there's really the need for you to really maybe, again, like, did I already say this, like research something or learn about something in order to move into the new field or start the business or whatever it is that you want to do. Is there something in your career that you're wanting to do or change? Because there is a lot of focus on that right now, but it also feels like there's something going on with your home that's pulling you away from that. Home or family? Home or family? The link for reading is in bio. Want to move to Hawaii, and I'm working on starting an online business. Yep, makes sense. Makes sense. Oh my god, that's so divine. Because I started this business in Hawaii. Like, I lived in Hawaii for 9 months. And it's when everything started kind of taking off for me in, in teaching astrology and human design. It's when I started TikTok. It's literally, I chalk up my time in Hawaii to like when everything really took off for me, and I booked my ticket there on a whim. I don't recommend that for you though, because like I said, it seems like you need a little bit more like, okay, this is what I'm going to do and how I'm going to do it. I'm a Sag moon, so I'm just like, I'm booking the ticket. Fuck it. But for you, it feels like there needs to be kind of a plan. So I think the next like 6 months, you're going to be putting everything into action and making the plan. I would definitely, depending on what island you want to move to, I would look up like, Telegram groups and Facebook groups for people who live on the island, because that will help you. It's so helpful to have connections before you move there. So helpful to know people, if you're going to ship your car over there or whatever it is, rent somebody's place until you can find a place, like really get all that stuff. It feels like kind of just have some sort of like, okay, this is what I'm going to do. What kind of astrology readings? Astrology readings. They're $33. Book in the bio. Book in the bio. Kauai for sure. I've been looking up everything. Okay, yay! When are you wanting to make the move? Because it feels like the move is going to support the business. Yeah, and it's just a matter of you feeling like stable, of like you have things figured out. Because I'm a Sag moon. I went there with no place to live, didn't know anybody, didn't have a car, and it just like all worked out for me because that's how I do things. Like I was crazy. I was crazy, but for you, it feels like there needs to be a stability to it. I'm hoping May. Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of momentum towards it right now. So even if you don't actually physically move till May, there might be stuff that comes together for you to plan that right now. Because there's a lot of focus on your home and making those kinds of plans and things and having the foundations like for the next 3 to 4 weeks. And then it feels like, yeah, it actually, yeah, it could make, yeah, April or May actually feels good to make the move, but it feels like right now you're gathering all the things you need to do it. I have 2 kids and 3 dogs or I would be gone. Oh my God, yeah. So you're gonna have to quarantine the dogs, yeah. Yeah, that's a whole thing. Yeah, again, stability. Like you had to kind of plan for it. So yeah, April or May feels good. And then I think you're going to meet somebody over there. But I would just really trust your intuition on the person. There are people over there that really, you might know this if you've been and visited a lot, but there's people that are really like present themselves as like spiritual and aware, and they're not. So just like trust your intuition for like people that aren't who they say they are, but you're Virgo rising and a Capricorn, so you have a high bullshit meter. Just trust in that for the person. Marriage. Wait, are you already in a relationship? Because you said marriage proposal. I mean, I can do a progression if that's what you want. Just put that when you book. Because if you're already in a relationship, Mindy, it feels like I was for a year, broke up for a short time, back together. He wants marriage. Yeah, that feels like like I said, if you're already in a relationship, that could be coming in the next 2 months. But that's up to you on if you want it or not. You have to trust your intuition for that. I don't believe that there's like one person for everybody. I think we choose who we want to be with, and you have to choose if it's worth it to be with this person. So that's what I have for you. Because why is he trying to rush into marriage? I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot of history there, it feels like. So just, yeah. Trust your intuition on that. And trust who someone is versus like what they're saying they could be or what have you. And let me know about your move to Hawaii. I'm so excited for you. I miss Hawaii so much. Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, Fiona. Where's Fiona? It keeps wanting to type in your birthday wrong. Hello, Fiona. I lived in Hawaii for like 9 months. Fiona is a Taurus. I'm also a Taurus. Taurus twins. Okay. You asked about money. I would really be on your shit with money these next 2 to 3 years because Saturn's going to move into your second house. It's already been there. So what was going on for you from like May until maybe like October with money? Because it's going to come up again, but you're reassessing it right now so you can make necessary preparations to maybe not have the same experience happen again or learn the lessons of whatever was coming up for you in May. Amber's also a Taurus. Yay! Just graduated college and got my first big girl job in August. Ooh, congratulations. That's exciting. Yeah, so it feels like just, really be, I would, see, money's challenging because everyone has different beliefs around it, but it feels like really focus on like having a budget and having this kind of like structure and system in place around your money. Yeah, because there's going to be a lot of risk because Neptune's moving into Aries next year. In February, there could be this risk of like getting caught up in the whimsical with money and like being in a dreamy kind of delusional space about money. So just kind of ground that with some practical, okay, I'm going to spend this on that. Like be really organized is what I'm saying with your money and with your financials. Like you could also like really be careful of scams. There could also be like the risk for that with this transit around like the middle of next year. I'm also partially combining finances with my boyfriend. Oh. Interesting. Yeah, I would say with Saturn and Aries, it's like you need to have your boundaries around it. You need to have like, okay, this is what I'm going to pay for. This is what I'm spending money on. This is what I feel good about. And really like, it's hard to have these conversations or get on these levels with people sometimes, but like, especially if y'all are living together, which is what it sounds like, really, like who's going to do the cooking, who's going to do the cleaning, who's going to do the laundry, like really narrowing everything down of like, this is how we're going to like, this is what we're going to do about this is what we're going to do about that, really just having it all kind of laid out, because it feels like if you don't have those boundaries in place, then things could get really messy and that could lead to a lot of issues. That sounds like me, the excitement of having a salary and getting carried away. Yes. I can relate. I can relate. So yeah, really it feels like just having like maybe getting an app where that like lets you budget and manages your money, or like you know, if you can, hiring a bookkeeper or something to like just kind of have a little bit of safety measures, limitations in place that are going to support you. But you know, do things that are fun for you. Don't like limit yourself in that way, but just be cognizant of if you really are doing it because it's joyful to you and you really want to, or because you're just like, oh, like, you know, like really just focusing on the intention behind what you're spending and how you're spending it is going to be really important for you moving forward. And then, like I said, like having those boundaries in place with your boyfriend is going to be really helpful, because it feels like if not, it could cause like things to blow up over time. Where if you have those conversations up front, even though they're hard, it's going to be helpful in the long run. But I also feel like, yeah, things are going to be really good for you in work come next summer. So you could get like, I don't know, a promotion or a raise or something comes in next summer as well, like a year from when you started the job. Actually, I don't know if they do like raises every year or whatever it is, but it feels like this year is just about like not going crazy and having your ducks in a row, and then it feels like there's a lot of expansion come next summer. I was just considering setting up a separate account with pre-budgeted spending money. Girl, you already know. Yes. Yeah, as a Tauruses, we're so good with money, but we also just have to be like aware. And not overdoing it, because we definitely can, because we like nice things. But yeah, that's what I have for you, Fiona. I'm so excited for you. You're going to be in your Jupiter return next summer. I think it starts in August, so that'll be really, you might be really busy with work because of everything, but that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun. I am in a 2 rotational program with potential for a permanent position. Oh, okay. Yep, makes sense. Yeah. That's so exciting. At the 1 year mark, I wonder if I will get my preferred rotation leading to the permanent offer. Yeah, it kind of looks like that. If not, there's something better that will come in. It's either that, or it's like something even better than you expected is gonna come in. You might even have like 2 really good offers to choose from or something. Fabulous. Yes. Girl, come back and let me know. I'm so excited for you. So exciting. Okay, Toli. Toli's up next. Hi, yay. Are you a Libra rising? There's been so many Libra risings today. So many Libra placements. I love it. I love it, love it. Yes. Oh yeah, you commented that earlier. I'm a Libra rising too, so. Okay. You asked about love life and career. Career, it feels like there's something you're changing about it or wanting to change in your career in general. So that what you are doing for your career or how you're known to the world is like actually expansive and fun for you and feels mutually supportive. Are you like looking to start something new or change something about your work? Because that's what it feels like, and now there's this reevaluation that's happening with it. Yeah, I think you're meant to be doing something a little bit more creative than what you have been doing. In between, still searching. I think you're meant to have your own job. Like, do some sort of creative thing for work. I mean, your moon in Pisces, you have your sun in Cancer, you have so much in Leo. Like, work for you is supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be something that you love to do, something that's creative or spiritual. Freelancer, okay. Yep. But I think you're meant to have something else. I think there's something else. Do you do like art or astrology, spiritual stuff? Anything like that? Design? Design. Maybe it's still in the works. I'm into fashion. Okay, yeah. Perhaps. It feels like, yeah, you might need to spend some time meditating on that. I feel like it's something you maybe do every day and you just don't realize you're good at it or something. Like, what is something maybe that you just do every day for you and people ask you about and you're like, oh, I don't want to do it for work because blah, 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 blah. But it's like, you already do it every day, so why not make money from it? That's the energy I'm getting about it. As far as love life, it feels like there's going to be a lot of potential for that come the spring. March, April, May, more so April and May. If you're single, you could meet somebody then. Okay, here we go. I don't know why it filtered it. Wait. I record videos for TikTok for fun. Yep. That's it. Or that'll lead you to whatever this is. Ew, you're in a situationship? Get out. Hell no. Can we all vow to leave situationships in 2025? Yeah, so that's why everything else is stuck. I don't like to use the word stuck, but that's the energy, is like it feels stagnant because there's something you already know in your life you need to let go of and you're not, or you haven't yet. And it's literally clogging the drain. I seriously feel like once you let this person go, like for good, whether you need to block them or whatever, just remove yourself completely and not answer their text or not answer whatever, is best for your energy. Once you fully just let them go and stop giving them your time and attention, because your time and attention is very valuable and very precious, and you put that into what you're creating, it will take off. I'm telling you. Especially in the next, there's a very rare transit happening for Libra risings right now. The energy of viral moment of really getting seen for what we're putting out into the world. And that's going to be a very rare transit going on for the next 4 to 5 months. But we have to honor what we're called to let go of in order to step into that. Worst part is I'm the third wheel. Don't say anything more about it. Watch some Shira 7 sprinkle videos. Go look up Shira 7. No. Bonsoir. Yeah, because that makes sense. Yeah, it feels like the drain is clogged. Pour some Drano down it. Release this person and expand into your career. Okay, it's done. It's in the past. So now that this person is gone and you're out of the situationship, Yeah, I was in one of those for way too long too. And literally the minute I left that dynamic, it actually got like booted out of my life very divinely. The guy ended up having a baby with somebody else. And so the minute that happened, my career blew up. And that's what I'm saying is like in store for you, totally. So let it go, let it go. I really think something's gonna take off with your career once you do. Let me look up the dates for that. Do, 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 do. Oh yeah, especially next summer. But there's a lot of potential from now until like the end of the year. So from now until the end of the year, something could happen, and then you'll just like stay consistent with whatever it is. And then next spring, summer, things will really blow up. And I think you could meet somebody new, like I said earlier, by the summer as well. Tried a few times, it just coming back. Block, clear, cancel, delete. Drag it to the trash can. I would never do a situationship. Scorpios just can't. Yeah, it's really tough. It's really draining too on the energy to have it be like so bad. Like my career was shit. My career was shit the whole time I was in that situationship because it's just like such a drain and such a like, it's like your energy gets fragmented. But good news is you can fix it. You're so welcome. Of course it will happen. Of course it will happen for you. Same, everything improved when the situationship yeeted. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's like an emotional roller coaster that makes you really, really sick and vomit all the time. I'm so excited for you, totally. Come back and let me know when things like you have your first viral moment or things just like really start coming in for you. Let me know if you haven't already had something like that. It's not far off. Okay, who's next in line? Shannon. Shannon. Oops. I was just typing and it wasn't the right place I was typing. Sure, of course, I'm watching all your videos. Yay! Thank you. Yeah, I posted... Literally, it's so crazy. I started posting TikToks in the fall of 2021, like September of 2021. And then that situationship like came back into my life. And then things just kind of like weren't doing well in my career. And then they left my life in like April and I had something, well, God, that is so annoying to think back on. It's like they were in my life for a little bit and then they left and then I had a bunch of viral moments. Like every time they would leave my life, I had a bunch of viral moments happen. And then once they left for good, it just like kept happening. Hi, Kelsey. I'm into write love and career. Okay, cool. Let me just finish typing in your birth information. The universe is like, hey, listen, no, literally. Okay, are you a Cap rising, Shannon? Capricorn rising. You asked about love and career. Love and career. Okay, cool. I definitely think you could be moving in February. I just saw that in your thing. Maybe end of February or March. And then yeah, there's a lot of changes happening to your money. What's going on with relationships? Are you single? And it feels like, oh, here we go. What creative thing do you do, or spiritual thing? Like, what's your passion? Because that feels like the focus of what's happening with your money, and maybe moving in some new direction with how you make money, more aligned with your passions. Oh, just got divorced. Okay. Are you wanting to meet somebody new? Oh my God, yes, yeah. Yerp. Yep. And so you're reevaluating the changes you want to make to work right now, and just maybe how to go about it, what you have to learn in order to do it, maybe investing in some sort of course or something, or education through YouTube, whatever. It feels like there's stuff you have to, like, knowledge you have to consume in order to move in the direction. And you're kind of in that retrospective phase of that right now. And then I think come like February, March, it feels like everything's kind of happening at the same time. So like the move and the work stuff might all kind of, whether you move, it feels like you might move first and then you're like, okay, now I can actually move in this direction with work and career. And then, yeah, it feels like come next summer, you're more solid with it. But it feels like all the change kind of happens around the same time, like February, March, like kind of around your birthday, actually. Been trying to sort out the creative side. Also big into the astrology stuff. So around my birthday, yeah. Yup, I love it. Yeah. Whatever you do, it has to be different than anything that's been done before, because Aquarius rules your area of money. And you have your Mercury and Venus in Aquarius, and your Venus is at the degree of fame in Aquarius. So it's like you're going to be known for doing something that's innovative, whether it's bridging two modalities, or like I have a friend that was just on live with me earlier. She does Reiki and the Akashic Records. I do astrology and human design. I know people that do like astrology and numerology. It's kind of like you're going to be blending some things. Yes. It's, I think YouTube could be good for you, or having like a blog or a Substack or whatever, like either writing or content creation of some kind is going to be your kind of modality. I'm going to pull up your solar return chart for next year. Let's see. Because your birthday feels really important. Planet return. Nearest. Oh yeah. I think you could really meet somebody. If you want to enter into a relationship, you could meet that person. It's all like your birthday changes things. Like something maybe will happen around your birthday, and it just kind of like your life changes, or you're making the moves now to like have that change kind of just erupt or happen all at the same time. Your birthday this upcoming, like in 2026, feels really big. I feel that big time. I've been trying to sort out the passions, astrology, human design, and something else. Yeah. I feel you. Just start with what you are passionate about right now, because that's how I started this business. I was passionate about tarot at the time, and I was doing tarot, and I don't do tarot anymore at all, but I was doing tarot and crystals, and then astrology, and then human design, and now it's just astrology and human design, right? So it can change and evolve as you do. Just don't let that be like what deters you. But yeah, it feels like your birthday is going to be huge. And then I think you could meet somebody. March and April just feel so good for everybody that's single and wanting to meet somebody. It feels like there's going to be a lot of like soul partnership, like life partner unions or something in March or April. Let me look up though the exact. Let's do May. Oh, that's May 2025. I want 2026. Yeah. April or May, you could meet somebody. Because you're going to have Jupiter on yeah, there's an important thing happening for you in May. So it feels like you can meet somebody then. Do the eclipses have to do with this? I have noticed in the past it all happens around. I haven't looked at the eclipses for 2026, but let me look. Let me look at my trusty astrology planner here for the eclipses. They're all listed out. So the eclipse is February 17th. And then, oh wait, that's in Aquarius. Yeah, actually, that's gonna be big for you because it'll be right on your Venus. So it's a new moon. So you'll be, yeah, that's it. February 17th, middle to end of February. I'm so glad you asked about that because I wouldn't have remembered that the eclipse is gonna be in Aquarius. But yeah, it's gonna be right on your Venus, which is huge. Because Venus rules your 10th house, your area of career, and it also rules your area of dating. So big changes. Your hair is so cute like that. Thank you. It's my nodal return. Oh yeah, it also is your nodal return, yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be peaking around the same time, so. So exciting! I'm excited for you, Shannon. You'll have to let me know, like, what goes down in February. I gotta try to find a longer chat with you. Yes! Yeah, I have one-on-ones linked in my bio if anybody wants a one-on-one. I do 30-minute and 50-minute. You're so welcome! Hey, Blue. The list is in my bio. I'll probably take one or two more. Yes, let me know. I'm so excited. So exciting. One or two more readings. Because the sun is going down, down, down. And I don't... Oh, here's my light. That looks so weird. I feel like it's way too bright. That's better. Down, down, and an early round. Sugar, we're going down, swinging. Okay, I have time for one or two more readings. Link is in bio. Link is in the bio. The link is in the bio. Yes, Ange. Get a reading. Yeah, let me know once you book it, and then I'll refresh the page. Hi, JJ. Hello, hello. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for 2026. I'm so excited. Cancer rising, Scorpio moon, Leo sun. Oh. Having the worst 2025. What's going on? What is going on? I feel like my 2025 got better when I just like accepted where I am and trusted that I can change it. Jupiter in your house should be great. Which house? Leo, Sun, Sag, Moon, and Rising. Manifesting generator. Oh, me too. I'm also a Sag Moon and a manifesting generator. But my sun is in Taurus. Touche. Oui. Oui. That's it. Cancer rising. Oh. Well, there's a lot going on with Jupiter. We can't ever isolate placements. So if you see videos that are like, this sign and that sign are gonna be so great because of Jupiter and Cancer. No, sorry. There's more to astrology than that. And Jupiter is doing a really gnarly thing with Chiron right now. So, do you know what No, I don't practice Vedic astrology. I don't know what it's in. What about the Chinese zodiac? I don't know too much about it. I mean, I know we're in a snake year, and I know next year is going to be a horse year, and I can deduct intuitively what that means. But other than that, I don't know much about it. Okay, Ange, let me pull up your chart. What do you want me to look at, Ange? Angelina? Oh, 333. Leo rising. We've had so many Leo risings today. Career and money. Okay. I think you're in a period of release around money right now. Like releasing old habits, old mindsets with it. And getting really organized and structured, maybe with your goals, with what you want to do with your money, how you want to invest it, maybe also getting more specific about a budget. There could also be things related to that are, or changes you're making or wanting to make in your career that are relating to that as well. Yeah, it's like a lot of mindset stuff. And maybe like there's a lot of maybe wounds coming up from childhood, from family, from maybe even relationships around how you see money and view money, and like maybe there's been these like repeating habits because of that aren't serving you, and so you're being asked right now to really look at those and just thank them for teaching you what they needed to and like what they have taught you about money, but also that you need to move into something different. A different way of handling money, a different way of viewing money, a different way of like diversifying your assets or income or investments. There's something it's just like, it's like a cleanup. It's like a big cleanup with money. It's like a big money cleanup. Sold out before you paid. Oh, well, maybe next time. For sure, yeah. Cause, and it's really a lot of internal stuff you're being called to look at right now. Not necessarily like take drastic action right away, but just kind of reassess, reflect, kind of go within to see what's there and what needs to be shifted. And maybe like feel these wounds that are there around career or money in general that have been kind of suppressed because of like throwing yourself into building something. There's like a suppression that's happened with like true feelings about something, but they're trying to get your attention through whatever's happening that maybe feels chaotic with work or career or money. It's like you're being asked to feel and look at these things that are coming up around whatever's happening in that area so that you like truly like feel it to heal it, release it, and step into what you want moving forward. Does that make sense? Is it with PayPal? No, you can pay with a card or PayPal, but I think they're sold out now. When does career pick up? It feels like, let me see, when does Uranus go direct? Because right now Uranus is retrograde in your area of career. Hold on. 2026. But it's like things are not moving super fast in your career right now, so that you look at what's underneath the surface so you don't create more unnecessary chaos with career and you don't repeat the same patterns. So you need to have this downtime right now. It feels like February, like the first week of February. Ironically, I have a lot of success with Uranus retrograde in my 10th house. Ooh, okay, nice. Then what do you mean by pick up? What do you mean? Yeah, there's so much focus on your internal world right now. Money has slowed down a lot from brand deals. Yeah. I think it's because you need the downtime to look at what's going on inside of yourself and make necessary changes, because our world is changing. People are moving towards what is authentic. So who you're working with in the future might change. People no longer want, like, Pluto and Capricorn from 2007 to like this really past year, people have been focused on buying consumerism. People are no longer focused on that. People want authenticity. People want to buy things from real people. So that is all changing. And so there's kind of like this transitional period right now that we're all in that is creating this recalibration to that new way that people are going to be like focused on buying shit. It's no longer just like I don't want to say as easy to sell things, but it's like you just have to, it's different. What we're moving into in terms of selling is different than how it has been. So, and I think you're in this time period to reflect on, your own scarcity mindset. Yeah. I don't have to worry about that. I'm super honest. Okay, awesome. That's great. Yeah. So yeah, it's like I said, it's a lot of your internal world done right now. And the slowdown is so that you can look at what's going on inside of yourself and not, like I said, not keep repeating the same patterns. You already know, girl. You already know. That moon in Cancer, Venus in Pisces, are so intuitive. Oh yeah, Aquarius. Yeah. You're definitely really honest. There's another Aquarius creator that I follow, and she's like, all her videos are like super honest takes on stuff. And she's like, I posted something about how I had shared about this kind of topic of like Pluto and Aquarius changing things and what people are focused on. And she was like, yeah, I posted about that on my own account, my like old account, and people got so mad. I'm like, it's because you're an Aquarius. Like, y'all are like so real to the point of like triggering people. And then it like rules your chart because you're a Leo rising. So like you're ruled by Sun in Aquarius, Angelina. So it's like, yeah, of course. But yeah, things are changing and you're just kind of in this recalibration to line up. But I think come February, like things are really going to be a lot smoother for you and a lot, I think you're going to be making a lot more money come February. Because also there's going to be an eclipse on your sun. So it's like really, you're going to be rooted in this new identity shift that you're doing the work around right now underneath the surface. Yeah. I'm excited for you. I'm in kind of the same boat. A lot of reworking of my inner stuff around money. I think we're all kind of in that right now as business owners, because the world around us is changing, and it's easy to get like caught up in, oh, well, things don't look like how they used to. But it's always an internal shift that needs to happen. So yeah, I'm excited for you, Angelina. Let me know how things go come February. I'll have to follow you back. Okay, who is next? Jacqueline. Jacqueline? You're so welcome. So exciting. Exciting change. Change is exciting, even though it's scary. Change is exciting, even though it's scary. Yay! Okay, I'm pulling up your chart. So many Tauruses tonight. Tauruses in the house. Tauruses in the house. It's like career and love. Okay. Oh man, yeah, these last couple weeks for sure. Mars is in your first house. When Mars was in my first house, I wanted to like punch everybody. So you're really in this time period of like learning how to, I mean, we're all kind of in this time period of learning how to really feel our triggers and love our triggers instead of letting them get, how do I say that? Letting ourselves get caught up in them. So that's especially happening for you right now with Mars in your first house on everything. It was just over your south node, over your moon, over your Uranus. So there's a lot of changes to your identity happening at the same time. And you really just have to kind of surrender to what life is showing you is meant for you, because it's like there's no such thing as rejection. It's God's protection. So the apprenticeship, there was probably something about it you would have hated, and or it like would have caused more chaos. It would have like not been what you thought it was going to be, kind of thing is what I'm getting around that. So it's like you're being protected and something better is going to come in if that's really what you want. It also feels like, yeah, there's like some mindset you're being called to release around career, and again, big identity shifts and how your identity maybe has been tied into the work that you do, and maybe shifting that is a really big focus for you right now. Like that's gonna help. I feel like maybe you're meant to do something completely different. All week I've been working on abandonment and failure, guilt, shame of all of it. Yeah, for sure. I feel you. 100. Yeah, he was awful. Yeah. That was not meant for you. No, you're meant to be doing, I think, something completely different. Like maybe helping people with shadow work, with all this kind of like self-transformative stuff. Like I feel like you're meant to be teaching from your personal experience, like, and kind of being, like a content creator or having like a business or like helping people. Yeah, since the apprenticeship failed, I might shift gears and work on my art. I'm a licensed massage therapist. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I could see that being the Taurus in your 6th house. Yeah. I definitely think you're supposed to help people in a deeper way. whether that's having like your own therapy practice, if it's really what you want to do, but that kind of feels like just a side thing. It feels like something in the occult, in the spiritual world, maybe art will like lead you there. Yeah, do tarot and Reiki too. Yep. Makes sense. Yeah, that's like what you're meant to be moving into. Because, yeah, there's just so much changing in the job sector and the job market worlds. And you're kind of a part of this, how do I say it? Like, collective or group that like needs to move in this direction of creating your own stability for yourself with money through your own work, through your own passions. And there might be stuff that you need to like heal there around like the starving artist mentality or whatever it is, like this kind of scarcity mindset that we were just talking about like being able to get paid for what you do. Because like I love going to art galleries and I'll see a painting that's like $10,000 or whatever, and I'm like, that is so worth it. But like a lot of people, you know, then I was at a thrift store and I saw someone's painting like just in the Goodwill, and I was like, those are two different mentalities with how these people share their art, and you decide what that mentality is that you have around it. You're still on. That's crazy. Oh yeah, Kat, you're an artist too. Yeah, charge for your art. Okay, I will think about it. You used to work at the voodoo shops. Oh my god. Well, I also feel like you could, girl, I feel like you're meant to be like a kind of jack of all trades, like a Jane of all trades. Like sometimes you make money through your tarot, sometimes you make money through your Reiki, sometimes you make money through massage. Like I don't feel like there's like one thing. There might be eventually, like it might morph into something, but it's like you kind of have to embrace your multifaceted nature and like go towards whatever is calling you at that time that it's calling you. Like this is, I was just talking about this a little earlier. I don't know if you're on, but like when I started this business, well, I had a whole other business. I was doing health and fitness coaching. And then I just wasn't passionate about doing it, helping people with it anymore. And so I switched to tarot and I started doing my tarot readings on Instagram. And with this like women's circle that I was in at the time, and so many people were like, I want a tarot reading. And I did that for maybe like 6 months. And then people were like, oh, you also do astrology. Can you read my astrology? And I was like, sure, I can try. And that, like, I just went with it and everything is snowballed from there. So you just have to like trust what you're called to at the time that you're called to it, and it will lead you to the next thing. But there's no way in hell a traditional path's not meant for you. So that's what I'm getting. It's like, just trust what people are asking you to do, or trust your intuition for like next steps on if it's content creation right now, if it's starting a YouTube channel right now, if it's doing TikTok lives, like, you know, that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. And charge for what you're doing. Charge for what you're doing. This guy feels, yeah, I don't trust your intuition about that. It doesn't feel super great, but trust your intuition. Trust your intuition. And don't get caught up in repeating old relationship wounds. So that's what I have for you, Jacqueline. Okay, I'm gonna put on 2 more readings since y'all are asking. Link is in bio. I'm gonna sell my art early December. Yay! Yeah, there's so many ways to sell art. There's so many ways to sell everything. Oh, you lost me. Your phone died? I was basically saying trust your intuition for like what to do. maybe ask, like, if whatever you believe in, universe, spirit guides, you know, what would you have me do today to make money? Like, start asking. Because when I started this business, I was not doing astrology readings. I was doing tarot and I was doing crystal grids. But that led me here. So trust that what you're led to, it's going to make you money for that day or whatever. Like literally today, I asked God, universe, whatever you want to call it, it's all the same shit. I asked and was like, what would you have me do today? And it said, go live on TikTok. And I'm probably going to make $300. So just from that alone, you know, so like ask what you're led to and trust your multifaceted nature. Like the traditional ways of working and having a job are outdated. Pluto and Aquarius. So I have a small following here on TikTok. Well, it'll only grow the more you're consistent. Small following doesn't matter. Really, numbers don't matter. They're just vanity metrics. What matters is that you show up and you do what you're led to do. Sweet. Yeah, that's great. I like that. I will. I appreciate your advice. Yeah, I'm excited for you. Just trust in what you're led to. I feel guided to do art and go from there. Yes. Yay, yay, yay. Let me know how it goes. Okay, I opened up 2 more spots for readings and then like, actually, I gotta be done. Oh, I said that. Yeah, your phone died. The man stuff. It feels like a no, or at least not right now. Detach. Because your kind of relationship wound is, you have relationship wounds. So don't feel like you have to, because he's going through it, you have to be there. No. Focus on your own life. Focus on what you're doing and what you're building. And don't enmesh yourself in his life. He needs to figure it out. And if he's meant to circle back, he'll circle back. But don't over-focus your energy on him, is what it feels like for right now. That's what it feels like right now. Yeah, you're so welcome. I'm glad you could come back even though your phone died, because that sucks. Okay, Liana. I just got your reading. Let me type in your information. Hi. Yeah, it's your life right now. Yeah, it's everybody's life right now. We really all have to be focused on ourselves so that we don't repeat old patterns. Okay, Liana, is that Libra rising? That's like, I feel like half the readings I did tonight were Libra rising. I'm also Libra rising. So I'm biased. I love Libra risings. Okay, you asked about love and career. Let's see. Oh, big reevaluations around what you're doing on a daily basis for work and how you want to be known to the world right now. So it felt like something was really building. And now that Jupiter has gone retrograde, it's like you're reevaluating what was building. Excuse me. So you can like make the necessary refinements to it to move forward in a more aligned way. Libra risings are the best. Yes, we are. Yeah. So it feels like there's just a big time to kind of reevaluate what you're doing there and maybe going within. This has been a big theme for everybody right now, is because of what we have in water signs. It's like big energy to go within and to see what within yourself needs more love, needs more support, needs maybe some shifts, mindset shifts. Like inner cleanup work is really what we're all kind of doing right now. So that when this thing does start to move forward again, and like come, when does Jupiter go direct? Let me look it up. I think it's like February. I think everything really kind of feels like it's happening in February. Let me look at 2026. Yes, working on leaving corporate America to start a company that can help neurodivergent. I've been in hermit mode and cutting off friendships. Makes sense. I love it. Yeah, because there's like a new version of yourself emerging right now. So let's see. Jupiter goes direct in March, actually. So March 10th or 11th, it looks like. So like right before your birthday. It feels like things will maybe just kind of start moving forward again with the career changes you're making, and it also feels like that's happening so you can have a little bit more of a safety net. But it does feel like this direction you're headed is very much more aligned with your energy and with what you're meant to be doing in career and life purpose. Like helping other people. I think there's going to be something that comes up too around like intuitive skills and intuitive abilities, because typically neurodivergents are just like really sensitive people, and so there might be something that you bring into it around that as well, as like helping people develop their intuition. Yeah. But I think things will feel like, again, you really are in hermit mode until like the 1st of February, it feels like. And then you asked about love too. Are you single? Because I have been feeling like for years, Libra risings would like really start to meet high quality people in 2026, and like could really be meeting their life partner or meeting a major soulmate like come spring of 2026. It feels like February, like the energy starts to shift, and then March and April and May are like really good for everything lining up. I'm currently in DEI. Yep. Makes so much sense. My entire life, yeah. Never have had a partner. Oh, damn. That's surprising to me. Oh my gosh. Interesting, because it's something that like you kind of like, it will help you to feel secure. But you have to cultivate that, as we know, as we spiritual people know, that comes from within as well. But it's like us Libra risings, we love people, and we need to have people around us that are reciprocal, that are like also as great as we are. Like we're really mindful of our relationships and our connections. And so it's like just watching out for people that also have those same traits that you want. Man-childs. Ew! Yeah. Yeah, it's like you've gone through all of that. As much as it sucks, I've gone through it too. It's like you've gone through it to learn what you needed in order to like see the signs up front. Like I had a really heartbreaking situation over the summer, and it helped me to realize like, oh, I even though I know the signs because I've been through so many like man-children situations, I still made excuses for that person, even though my intuition was telling me, hey, you've seen these signs before, like pay attention. I was like, no, but this time it's different. Well, it's never different. We have to trust ourselves. So that's what is coming up for you around the relationship stuff, is really just learning to trust yourself when it comes to your own discernment from what you've experienced in the past and what the warning signs look like and are, and not making excuses for the person. That's what that feels like. It's kind of like you're internally focused on healing from that, maybe from the situationships right now. And then again, it's all changing in February. So I think you could meet somebody major around your birthday or right after. That is like actually a respectful person that you could be in a long-term relationship with, that could end up, if you want it, married. So yeah, that's what I have for you, Liana. I'm so excited for Libra risings come next year. I feel like we've all been single for so long. So yeah, come back and let me know how things go. Come back and let me know how things go. Yes, also my Jupiter, Venus, and Moon are in Taurus. Yep. Yeah, they're gonna have their shit together with money for sure. For sure. Yeah. They're gonna be everything you want. So just trust that they're out there. And all the men that are like quality men are doing their own inner work right now. So they're not out in the streets. But I do feel like come next spring, they're gonna be out and about. Yeah, I don't think you're gonna have to worry about money at all with your man. So that's exciting. You better be journaling right now. You're so welcome. Yes, quality man. I appreciate you, Leanne. Leanna. All right, I'm tired. And I've lost my ability to speak correctly. So thank you all for being here. I'll be back again soon to do more readings. I appreciate you. Give me a follow if you haven't, so you see my content and when I go live. And yeah, come find me on YouTube as well. I'm going to be doing a weekly update tomorrow. And I do a weekly update every Sunday for the week ahead of the transits. And I give a horoscope based on each rising sign. So if you want your weekly horoscope, come find me on YouTube. Thank you, Leanna. Have a good night, too. I'll see you all soon. Bonsoir. Bye.